Before you scroll away, listen to this. This message is not for everyone. But if you've been feeling lost, tired, or questioning your life, this might be the most important video you hear today. You wake up, you do the routine, you put on the face. The world sees a person who's functional, who's fine, who's holding it together. But inside, it's quiet. It's heavy. A low hum of, is this really it? You look around and see others hitting milestones, celebrating wins, seeming so sure of their path. And you? You're working. You're trying. But it feels like you're on a treadmill, pouring out energy, but arriving nowhere new. The days blur. The weeks merge. You go to bed tired, but not from fulfillment. From the weight of silent questions. Am I behind? Is there something wrong with me? Why does it feel so hard when it looks so easy for everyone else? You have this nagging sense you're meant for more. That there's a version of you, deep down, that's stronger, brighter, more alive. But that version feels locked away behind a wall of doubt, of routine, of not yet. So you smile when you need to. You say, I'm okay. You carry the loneliness that comes from feeling misunderstood, because how do you explain a struggle that has no clear name? This is the silent struggle, the quiet ache of a soul that's meant to climb, but feels stuck at base camp, watching the clouds roll in. Let me tell you why this hurts. It hurts because you're awake. You're not numb. That feeling, that discomfort, is not your enemy. It is your compass. It's pointing to a truth you've been afraid to admit. You are capable of so much more than your current life is asking of you. You've been waiting for a sign, for permission, for the motivation to strike like lightning and set you on fire. But here is the wake-up moment. That lightning never comes for those who just wait. Motivation is a fair-weather friend. It's there when the sun is shining and the path is clear. But what about on the cold, gray Tuesday mornings? What about when you're exhausted, when no one is cheering, when the results are invisible? Motivation abandons you there. Discipline is the anchor. Discipline is the promise you make to yourself when no one is watching, when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Your pain is not punishment. It's preparation. The loneliness? It's preparing you to find your own strength, so you never have to borrow your worth from a crowd. The uncertainty? It's sharpening your intuition, teaching you to trust yourself when the map ends. The fatigue from trying? That's the muscle of your resilience, tearing so it can rebuild stronger. This period you're in, this silent, heavy, in-between time, this is not stagnation. This is your ascent. The most critical part of any climb is not the spectacular view from the top. It's the quiet, grueling, oxygen-thin stretch where you're above the tree line, but the peak is still hidden in the clouds. Where it's just you, your breath, and your next step. This is where you must make a choice. You can blame the mountain for being steep. You can blame the weather, your gear, the fact that others seem to have a guide. Or you can tighten your laces, adjust your pack, and look at the next 3 feet of path in front of you. Ownership is the most powerful force on earth. It is the moment you stop whispering, "Why is this happening to me?" and start declaring, "This is happening for me, and I will decide what it makes of me." No one is coming to save you. And that is the best news you will ever hear, because it means no one holds the keys to your freedom but you. Your life is not a pre-written story you're passively reading. It is a blank page you are authoring with every single, seemingly insignificant choice. What you do on an ordinary Tuesday matters more than what you dream of on a dramatic Sunday night. That silent ascent is built in the small, unseen labs of your daily life. It's choosing the book over the scroll. It's speaking with kindness to yourself when you make a mistake. It's doing the 10-minute task you've avoided for 10 days. It's honoring your body with movement and real food. It's protecting your peace by saying no to what drains you, so you can say yes to what builds you. These are not glamorous acts. They are quiet revolutions. Each one is a step up your mountain. So close your eyes for a moment, and I want you to see them. The future you, the version that has weathered this silent climb. Look at their eyes. There's a calm there, a steady, unshakable light. They've earned that. They don't need constant validation because they built their confidence brick by brick in the dark when no one was applauding. Feel their posture, shoulders back, not from arrogance, but from the inherent strength of someone who knows they can rely on themselves. They carry a quiet respect for themselves and from others, because respect is naturally given to those who show up consistently for their own lives. See their freedom. It's not the freedom of a life without problems. It's the freedom of a spirit that knows its own power. They are not tossed by every storm of emotion or circumstance because they've become the anchor. They move through the world with intention, not reaction. Now feel the gap between where you sit right now and that person you just visualized. That gap is not filled with a lottery win, a viral moment, or a magical rescue. It is filled with days, ordinary days, chosen well, one disciplined morning at a time, one courageous conversation at a time, one act of self-trust at a time. The path is simple, but it is not easy. You can stay where you are, the familiar ache, the safe disappointment, the quiet longing. Or you can embrace the silent ascent. You can choose the temporary discomfort of growth over the permanent pain of regret. You were not put on this earth to just pay bills and disappear. You are not given that quiet, relentless feeling of more for no reason. It is a calling to build something, to become someone. Your struggle has been the soil. Now it's time to grow. Enough waiting for the perfect time. It will never come. Enough waiting to feel ready. You will never feel 100% ready. Enough thinking you're not enough. That lie ends today. This is your life. This is your climb. This is your moment of decision, not shouted from a stage, but whispered in your own heart, in the silence of your own room. Will you answer? The world needs the strength you will gain on that mountain. But more importantly, you need it. You owe it to the younger you who dreamed wildly. You owe it to the present you who is tired of the ache. You owe it to the future you who is waiting, arms wide open, at the summit, ready to say, "You did it. I knew you would." If this video spoke to you, don't ignore that feeling. Subscribe to this channel, because every video here is made for people who are ready to grow, ready to embrace their silent ascent. And comment below one word that describes how you feel right now. I read every comment. You're not alone. Now go take your first step.